Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Quest for Glory 4 with me, your host Tim. We left off, we had saved Igor from, I guess, starving to death? Or running out of oxygen under after a headstone of his own design in the crypt. Everyone was panicked about him having been eaten by a gypsy that the townsfolk discovered just outside of town or something like that. So we managed to clear the name of the gypsy, we managed to find Igor, we did a bit of more walking around, I think we talked to the Rizolka, and now we're going to go back out there and do some more exploring again. So let's get our butts out there. I'm thinking today we'll go try to see if we can get an audience with Baba Yaga to help Punnybones with his problem. We also met the Domovoy in the inn last night as well, who wants us to talk to him at a later point in time. So maybe tomorrow night we'll do that. Good morning, Yuri.
Ah, so you are back.
So still nothing. Let's go ahead and get our breakfast. And then we'll head on out for the day. I don't plan to visit Dr. Cranium. We'll give him a little bit of time working in the lab alone.
It's a garlic souffle, Mordavian style.
Still haven't looked that up. Still don't know what a souffle is. I should probably do that, but I'm going to forget what this ends. Have a good day, Yuri.
The innkeeper nods at you.
I guess it hasn't gone around town too much yet that we managed to save Igor. Maybe we should also stop by and talk to Olga? Oh, and I want to talk to the gatekeeper again.
The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems it was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
Hey, Dimitri. Now, we already talked to him yesterday, so this is the game just keying off the fact that probably by now the decision would have been made to kill the gypsy or not. Good morning, Dimitri.
You say hello to the Burgermeister.
You are a very polite person. Perhaps I should learn some manners from you for dealing with strangers.
Oh, Dimitri, I've never been insulted by what you've been saying. I think it's fine that you're suspicious of strangers. You are the sheriff, after all. I don't blame you, also for being suspicious. It's been a rough time for you all. If there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. A hero, what have you.
You tell the Burgermeister about how much you want to be a hero.
I am beginning to think that you must be quite a hero already.
Aww, that's awesome. All right, Dimitri. So what happened to the gypsy? Where did he go? You said you released him?
The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east.
Oh, okay. We might have to go visit them at some point then. And how are you doing this morning? Hopefully things are less chaotic for you at the moment.
I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now.
Good. And the townsfolk, have they calmed down considerably?
The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear.
I think I can appreciate that. That's fine. Though they should temper their hatred of other people, remembering that they might be just... Well, I'm going on tangents, I'm sorry. A senior moment there. Heard any rumors?
There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
Fair enough, Dimitri. You have a good day. We'll talk to you later.
Take care.
We'll talk to Olga on our return to town as well. I want to get out and get started right away. She'll probably have something to say about Igor as well. Oh, this is a very nice change of pace. It's also day 6. So 2 more days? Or is it tomorrow we'll have to pay our weekly rent? Alright, well, let's head on down to see Baba Yaga. I guess we'll stop by the Lishi on our way and see if we can at least answer his riddle. I think we'll be able to do so, but we might not. The game might not let Galvin answer the question correctly until after he's actually attempted to get into the hut. So we shall see. Oh, what happens? We also have the key to the crypt, so we should probably visit that too. Let's go visit Baba Yaga first, though. Talk to Bonehead again. Oh, and Irana's garden. I want to visit Irana's garden and get our daily fruit. Let's also cast a...
You cast the protection spell.
Might as well keep that going. Now, for the leash, everyone... Oh, and I apologize. The volume's been a little loud recently when I checked the last recording, and especially for episode, I think it was 6. You can still make out what I'm saying and so on, but the combat music's so loud. So I'm gonna keep the music about this level. I'll check it when I'm done with this video, and I'll have to lower it more if it's still too loud. I can barely hear the music in the game.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I know it's the Leashy. I know it's the Leashy. Hello. I love the little kid says that.
Goodbye!
Whoa!
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
I'm gonna guess Baba Yaga.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun.
Seems like the Leashy's music is also particularly loud, isn't it? Hello.
Guessing answers without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
Oh, I guess that's one we could have just taken a wild guess for. That would have made sense also being the hero, because we have encountered Baba Yaga before. And it's not often that you get small, short rhymes to have magical effects happen, as seems to be Baba Yaga's specialty. Okay, well, we'll come back later to the Leashy and see what his next riddle will be.
You are on the eastern edge of the forest.
Anything here?
You sense no magic in this area.
I guess I'm too far east. Is it south here? I guess it's south here. To reach Baba Yaga's hut. Oh, I thought it was... okay, another senior moment there. Let's think here. So what else is on the agenda for today? So we definitely want to visit the garden, get ourselves another fruit, and then we want to visit the gatekeeper. We'll talk to Boris again, and then we'll go back to town. Oh, hello. Uh-oh, this is a dead end. Oh, it's not a dead end fight. Okay, what is it? A bunny. Perfect. This will let us improve our spells some more.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Figures.
You cast the protection spell.
Let's do it. Alright, let's just cast my spells. Or not cast them. Doesn't matter to me. This is what's going to improve our spell casting. And we'll push him back. Oh god! A little bit. Come on, Mr. Bunny. Yep. Knocking you back. Let's do it. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I probably should be screaming. I rapidly left click over here. Alright, that's good. Stop it! Stop it. I want some distance so I can practice my spells a little bit more. Also get a few flame darts in. Why not? Alright, let's have to kill him. Gotcha! Oh, you're still alive. What the heck? Tough rabbit. Nice. Awesome work, Galvin. Awesome work.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
And how we looking? What's our zap, by the way? Oh my goodness, it's gonna take forever. Now just imagine, every time you saw Galvin point, that's the time we would have had to cast the spell. We're at 243 Force Bolt. That's pretty good. 335 Lightning Ball. 384 Flame Dart. Okay. So we can now probably do battles the real way, which is to say I no longer need to delay combat to improve my combat spells. We can just let them be and just finish the fights as normal. Our Flame Dart's also almost 400, which is the max it can be in this game. So that is really working out for us. Whenever we fight rabbits, which we'll do a few times, I can sneak in a few more practice sessions like this. But otherwise, I'm just going to try to kill the rabbits with one single bout of practice casting. In other words, until the rabbit reaches me, I'll go ahead and cast Force Bolts and Lightning Balls by not casting them, and then we'll just hack at the rabbit to death. You can't hit the rabbit with daggers at ranged in that combat screen, nor are you able to hit them with spells. They are too low to the ground, and you can't target them. Also note that Dazzle doesn't do anything anymore. You can't use it there. It's only used in this screen, so it's a tricky one to improve. Let's try the spell. Say the magic phrase.
As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic.
Yes, it is. Let's keep that reversal spell
You cast the reversal spell.
in effect while we're around a hostile magic user. Baba's probably not very happy about us. Hello, dead body. So, keep you moving. Keep you moving over there. Pretty nice effect. I like that hero just moves the body like that.
So, have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what?
Hey, bonehead. I have an excuse to being here. Good morning.
So, what are you here for, besides my scintillating conversation?
Do I really need another reason to be here? I've done some pretty awesome things, you know, since we last met. I kind of rid Shapir of Atavis. We got rid of the demons out in Tarna. And looks like I'll be getting rid of Baba Yaga here again.
You know, if you keep going on doing all that hero stuff, you're gonna wind up with the goody two-shoes blues. You know, black and blue and dead all over.
Everyone dies sooner or later, bonehead. You of all people should know that. So, how's Baba Yaga doing? You didn't tell her I was by, did you?
When I mentioned that you had visited the last time, she didn't exactly get out the welcome mat, if you know what I mean. But once she got over a temper tantrum, though, she got that smile on her face. I'd expect a warm greeting when you get in the hut. Like, you know, maybe you stewing in her cauldron.
I guess she's brewing a warm welcome for us, then. How you holding up, bonehead?
I was getting kind of bored hanging out here until you showed up. Now I'm dying, so to speak, to find out what happens when you and Baba meet again.
Baba is a pretty powerful ogress. I can probably hold my own against her now, though, if I'm being honest. How's the other skulls holding up? They still the laser beam skulls?
They're just the guards. Nothing inside their skulls but some magic. Not exactly brilliant conversationalists like myself.
I guess Baba Yaga only really needs one doorbell, as it were. How's the hut holding up?
Did I mention before that the hut's been kind of flighty lately? I think it's molting.
It does look less like a Hansel and Gretel hut these days. I see the giant mortar over there, by the way. What's that used for these days?
What, you mean that mortar over there?
Yeah.
That's Baba Yaga's personal magic mortar. It's kind of like a flying rowboat. She uses the pestle for an oar. Hey, don't get any wild ideas about flying around in it. The only thing you could use it for is grinding things. The magic is Baba Yaga's specialty.
So you know, everyone, I never realized that Baba Yaga is actually like a mythical figure based on like Russian or Scandinavian folklore. I thought she was made up for this story. It's pretty awesome, actually, that the Quest for Glory people put her in this. So, why are you guys hanging out here, by the way?
Baba Yaga came from a place a bit to the east of here, but she always had a soft spot for this little valley. Said there was a lot of dark magic about this place, so she thought she'd spend the winter here before moving back home.
Where is she originally from?
We come originally from Mother Saria. You know, big place to the east of here. When Baba got the yen to get away, we moved to Spielberg, and you know what happened there. So we came here.
Nice, bonehead. I really like the accent they gave him also. It's pretty awesome. You mentioned dark magic around here?
You don't know much, do you?
No.
Lots of weird magic leaks out of the Dark One's cave west of here. That's why there's so many strange things around here, present company included.
Ah. Understood. What's a dark one, by the way? I've heard that mentioned before.
Hey, read some history books. This valley was famous because some cult tried to summon a Dark One here. That's plenty bad juju, even by Baba Yaga's standards. Dark ones live in some sort of other dimension. They feed off energy, any kind of energy. They more or less sweat dark magic, which twists and mutates things around them. I love it. That's why Baba Yaga feels so at home here. Just enough dark magic to make life interesting, and no real dark one to make things too dangerous.
Thank you, Bonehead, for all the information. A dark one's basically an old one, if you really want to think about it that way, I suppose. It's an ancient alien creature. Only this one's evil, as opposed to the actual dark ones, which aren't so much old ones, which aren't so much evil, right? In H.P. Lovecraft's works, they don't care. It'd be like how much you care about a gnat flying around. You simply don't. You kill it. The end. You're not evil. You're just getting rid of it. That's in your face. So, are you familiar with Punnybones, the gnome, Bonehead? We're here... Oh, would like to talk to Baba Yaga about returning his sense of humor. He is god-awful at telling jokes. Oh. Well, that was really quick, and I did nothing wrong there. The game just didn't have any audio files. And crap. Is the game... Did it autosave here? Let me see really quick, everyone, if I can make this happen. Give me a few seconds. Okay, everyone, let's try talking to Bonehead again and see if we can tell about the gnome this time. I've disabled the audio, so we'll see if I think the game probably is looking for that audio and it wasn't in the game, which is why I quickly just did that. Let's see if we get a slower indication of what's going on. So, the gnome's a hard luck case, huh? If I had tears, I'd weep for him. If you want Baba Yaga to do something about it, you gotta deal with me. Give me something to improve my looks, and maybe I'll let you into the hut. Okay, well, we don't have anything like that, so... Take care, then. Actually, wait, how about this? How about a sandwich?
That didn't do anything useful.
No, I'm sure it would be scary.
Your protection.
Okay, well, take care of them, Bonehead. We'll talk to you later.
So long, sucker.
Okay, wow, I forgot all about that part. So that's a long way off, honestly. Well, it doesn't have to be. We could get that part done like today, but I'm going to drag it out a little bit to make it more thematic with what's going on here. Now, what time is it? Wow, still only mid-morning. We still have plenty of time. Let's save the game again. Okay, right. Where next? Irana's Garden. We want to go to Irana's Garden next, so let's get that done. Then we'll talk to Boris, and by then we should be able to practice our spells, get back to town, talk to Olga, and have a nice evening in the inn. A lot of talking. It occurs to me that there's a good deal of conversation in this game, isn't there? Less combat than the other ones. How am I going to improve my combat stats, by the way? I got to basically swing in the air a bunch of times, I guess, to do it in this game. It's gonna take forever. Forever to do it. I think Irana's Garden is right here. Awesome. Let's fetch.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches. Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
That's fine. There's no magical creatures that I've ever encountered out here during the daylight hours, so we should be fine. Oh, right. One of the later creatures...
Your reversal spell has worn off.
Reversal does nothing against the fire bolts that the wyverns spit at you, nor does it do anything against another creature, or actually two creatures we'll be fighting later, which can hurl magical effects at you. Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. So, it's only useful in one or two instances in this game.
You cast the protection spell.
But during those times, it is very useful, and we'll be glad to have it. Actually, probably 3 or 4 now I'm thinking about it. Although it certainly doesn't seem to save us against a few things that it should save us from, just as a heads up. Let's pick some more flowers.
You pick a few of the flowers.
Why not? Always have some flowers on you. You never know when they might save your life. They won't. I don't think they will. But you never know. Alright, so... Boris. Boris is next. Oh, the graveyard. We have the graveyard, too. Maybe... We could visit the graveyard instead. What time is it? Sure. Let's, well... No, we'll visit the graveyard in the next session. What's the graveyard in the next session? Let's go talk to Boris. Right, Tim, you should be talking about stuff. I really gotta write down things. I'm so bad at this. I guess we could talk about how... Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this one. Is this Necrotar or Wyvern? That's a bunny! It's another bunny. Oh, how's the music? Okay. Let's up the skill a little bit. Alright, let's do this, bunny. Let's do this. Alright, we're just gonna cast Lightning Ball and Force Bolt. Over and over like this. This will probably get them both to 350. Come on, bunny, you can do it. You can do it. Let's do it. Let's kill him. Oh, good for you. That was a... Ooh, whoa! Nice. Awesome work. Awesome work.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
And how we looking? How are we looking? 364 on Force Bolt. Wonderful. And 344 on Lightning Ball. 350 is where I wanted to end, but to tell you the truth, I will always do that when fighting the bunny. There's no reason not to improve our spells some more. Always should do that. I do think against some creatures, the spell you cast matters. Some creatures will be more resistant, I think, to Firebolt than they would be to Force Bolt, etc., etc. Like when fighting the Wyvern, I probably...
Your protection spell has worn off.
Probably should be using Lightning Ball against it.
You cast the protection spell.
It's good to get more practice in, though. I'm definitely not going to say no. Now, these spells are practically done. We still have protection we want to level up, and we have a little bit more on fetch. Another day on fetch, also.
Welcome again to the gates of the Castle Borgov. I hope that you've been enjoying your visit to Mordavia.
I have been, Boris. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I am happy to know you're finding your way in Mordavia. I'm sure you will find this a most exciting place to visit.
Indeed. Let's tell them about some of the things we've done so far, like saving Igor and so on, perhaps.
You have been very lucky so far in Mordavia. May you never meet something you cannot handle.
It helps that I haven't been out at night yet. So, Boris, how are things at the gate? How's life in the castle?
Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time.
Oh, that's very important things about an employer. Does the master have a daughter or maidservant or anyone named Katrina living in the castle?
I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle.
I don't suppose you could let us in to visit the people at the castle.
I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master.
Can you tell me anything about the master?
The master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests.
Oh, I guess that makes sense then. Or rather, it doesn't not so much make sense, but I guess we're not going to get in. Well, thank you then, Boris. You have a good day.
Be careful in your travels. You never know what you may meet.
Oh, by the way, would you care for a garlic avocado sandwich?
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
An avocado and garlic sandwich? Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick.
Oh, right. Boris, you're Olga's husband. Alright then, have a good day.
Good luck, and may your feet move faster than the thing that chases you.
It's very difficult in this game, actually, to have that be the case. Mostly because whenever you... So, when we go onto another screen here, unlike the first game, the hero will pause upon just walking on, just like you saw right there, which means that whatever's chasing you, it doesn't pause, and it will be more difficult. It's more difficult to escape in this game than in most of the other games I've played. The exception being Quest for Glory 3, where there it depends upon how the creature's approaching you from the north, south, or north, but the direction the creature's approaching you, in which case you can't possibly get away from it if it's charging you from the north. I'm sorry, from the screen. South of the screen. South of the screen, the bottom part of the screen. There we go. All right, let's stop there. What? Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's a gypsy. Hello, gypsy.
I just wanted to thank you for saving me. Not many people would try to help a gypsy. Particularly when everyone thinks that they are werewolves. Gypsies are not werewolves. You cannot believe the lies of the townsfolk. Visit our camp to the east sometime, and we will welcome you as only the gypsies can. Gypsies are not werewolves, but we are shape-changers. I hope to see you again sometime. Farewell!
Farewell, sir. Oh, there he goes. Awesome. I wonder if he can shape-change into other creatures.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Just in time. Speaking of time, what time is it? Time for... it's only midday. You know what? Let's go to that graveyard after all. We have some time. I guess we'll try to visit the gypsy camp tomorrow, then. Gypsy camp is far to the northeast. We haven't been up that way before. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that in the next episode. So anyway, so we have some time. We're going to go over here to the graveyard, and we'll go into the one crypt. I don't think we can go into the... Or is it the tomb? I don't know. We're going to go into the big one to the upper and left. The one on the right, I don't think there's anything in it that we're interested in. But there is something in it if you're a paladin. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use our key here. Actually, since we're going to go in, let's listen at the door.
It is deathly silent beyond the door.
Well, let's unlock it.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly coloured copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
Interesting place. Let's do the mage thing and immediately cast Detect Magic.
There's quite a bit of magical energy in this room. Magic emanates from the entrance door, the central Grim Reaper statue, and the Borgov family crest on the floor near the stairway.
Can we trigger something? Let's save the game. Yeah, so it auto-saved in here, which means that we can die. We gotta be careful. Trigger?
This is not a good place to practice your magic.
That means that no, trigger won't work in this place.
It's a figure of the Grim Reaper, Harbinger of Death. At the base of the statue are the words, "Greet the Reaper." No one seems to be listening.
Well, it's not talking, but I believe to exit this place, If you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, you will be allowed to leave.
You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim...
Oh, I've already read this. What is this?
You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture of a knight.
And this? The Borgoff family emblem, I suppose. There's a puzzle here to allow you to get further in this place, as it were. And I know what it is. Everything you need to know is right here in front of us as well. Although, you kind of have to take... Well, I figured it out right away, even years and years and years ago. We'll come back for this, though. I want to look more around the crypt first.
Oh, such a cheery sight. It's a statue of the Grim Reaper, Harbinger of Death. You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture of a knight. You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture of a knight.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at all these while we're here. After all, we did get a key for this place. There's this... Oh, alright, there's no text for that either. Or rather, no speech, no audio.
You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture of a knight.
I guess they're all the same, except for this one.
The coffin cover is decorated with a bas-relief sculpture of a knight. Searching carefully, you see a small hole that looks like a keyhole in the sculpture.
Can we maybe open that door with our open spell? Let's give it a try, shall we?
Your spell should have opened the relief, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect. There's apparently a stronger magic than yours holding the door. You'll need to find the key.
Okay. Darn it. Even if your open spell's 400, I do not believe you can open that with magic. Let's try 2 more of these crypts. This one I think in particular is interesting.
That was a close call. Fortunately, your open spell allowed you to watch the trap operate from a distance, instead of becoming part of the axemanship demonstration.
A scythe comes out of that crypt and tries to slam into your head if you're next to it. Can we make this place brighter with the juggling lights? No. Oof. Place is creepy at all times, I suppose. Okay, what time is it now? The sun is beginning to set. We're here. Let's do this. Okay, so the secret here is that the Borgov family here, the first letter, or rather each letter, has a corresponding color. We want blue, orange, red, green, orange, violet.
Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring.
I believe like all these types of puzzles in the game, you can just skip the puzzle and have it complete automatically by clicking off the screen a tiny bit, like 5 or 6 times. The game just does it for you. Does this key fit in this? Actually, let's listen to the relief.
You can hear faint and distant sounds behind this coffin, but can't make out any details.
Let's unlock it.
The small key from the crest opens a lock in the relief. You open the coffin lid to reveal a dark passageway leading deep into the mountainside. After following the dark passage for several minutes, you come out into a castle chamber. The bookcase closes behind you, and there is no obvious way to open it again.
When I first arrived here, I panicked like years and years ago because I did not want to be inside of the castle. But that is where we are, everyone. Let's take a peek around really quick.
The castle doors are sturdily constructed of oak with brass bindings. The bookshelves are full of incredibly exciting works, such as 250 years of boyar ledgers and first-grade writing samples.
There is nothing of interest in them.
You cast the protection spell. You cast the reversal spell.
I do not want to be ambushed by creatures, so we're going to be casting reversal of protection in here.
The large round wooden table is starting to crack from age. There's a fine layer of dust on it.
Room's been unused for some time.
A worn, threadbare rug adds a touch of color to the plain wooden floor. The bookshelf. The chandelier provides scant light to the gloomy room. One of the candles has gone out and is dangling from the chandelier at an odd angle.
That's very interesting. This is a lever and will allow us to leave if we interact with that last candle there.
You sense no magic in this area.
Let's take a peek through this keyhole. Actually, let's listen at the door.
All you can hear are distant creaks and groans and the beating of your own heart.
Anything on the other side?
You don't see any sign of life or movement beyond the door.
Let's go on through.
The door hinges squeak in protest as you open the door.
Oh, creepy staircase.
You are on a long, winding stairway. Torches line the walls. The door at the top leads to the castle's great hall.
What time is it? We still have a little bit of time before it's night. We'll probably be safe here, as long as it's not night. Why don't we go upstairs and take a peek at what's in this chamber?
You put your ear up against the door and listen. You don't hear anything. Peering through the keyhole, you see no threatening activity on the other side of the door.
Alright, well, why not? Worst that happens is that we die horribly.
The door's rusty hinges give out a squeak as you open it.
Wow, look at this place.
This is the castle Great Hall. Besides the main entry to the south, doors exit the room on either side and at the top of the staircase. Your protection spell has worn off.
I don't think we should probably stay here, but we'll explore this room and then we'll leave the way we came in.
You cast the protection spell. The family crest of the Borgovs holds a commanding position over the room. This statue depicts a man holding a long staff. Either the boyars had mages among them, or he liked to walk in the mountains.
Anything magical?
You sense no magic in this area.
How about the statue? Anything particular about it?
Nothing mysterious happens. It's just a statue. An ornate rug decorates the floor and helps keep some of the warmth from the fireplace in the room.
Anything under it?
Your reversal spell is wearing thin. It doesn't budge.
I guess that's a no.
You cast the reversal spell. There is a door at the top of the stairs. This statue depicts a warrior. His visage is proud and noble.
We'll try interacting with the statues while we're here. Maybe something opens a secret?
Nothing mysterious happens.
Doesn't sound like it's going to, though.
The statue of a young warrior helps to guard the stairs. That looks like a bust of Boyar von Beethoven, the famous warrior composer.
I didn't realize it said that.
Nothing mysterious happens.
How about the bust? Anything in this one?
Don't bag the bust, you'd probably get busted.
Like the snicker.
A small table at one end of the room implies that someone had been trimming the dinner party guest list.
Indeed, only 2 people, in fact.
The statue depicts a stately-looking older gentleman. His expression and features give you the impression of great nobility.
And how about this door?
It's a rather ordinary-looking door. It's just an empty closet.
Alright, well, nothing in there then, I suppose. Let's check this statue and then we're gonna leave, I suppose.
Nothing mysterious happens. It's just a statue.
Alright, well, let's leave. Yeah, I don't think we want to be in the castle when nighttime hits. Besides, we don't want to be even outside when nighttime hits at the moment. So let's make our way back to town now. We'll practice our protection spell. Actually, we can wait to do that. I can do that off screen in the room before I go to bed. Actually, we've been playing for like an hour, so I probably should stop once we're out of the crypt.
Your protection spell has worn off. The door hinges squeak in protest as you open the door.
Mental note that we will want oil for our next trip in here. Otherwise, if there is anything around, in any of the other rooms we'll be walking in, we will be alerting it to our presence.
You cast the protection spell.
Alright, there's enough poking about the castle right now.
You reach up to put the candle back. It's a fake candle. When you move it, a secret passage opens up behind the bookshelf.
That was a fun adventure. To my knowledge, this crypt... I'm not going to open the other crypts because Galvin's not actually a tomb raider. Not in this game series, anyway. I can't think of him actually raiding any crypts before. This one contains just a corpse.
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
And this one has a passage in it, which leads to this one, just as a heads up.
Your reversal spell has worn off. As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
That's us getting some more points. I used that in a D&D campaign once, lightning striking a tomb. I had someone bleeding. My players got freaked out. I was looking, by the way. What's your score? 149 out of 500. So, nice. We're... What is that? About a fourth? Slightly more than a fourth done with the game so far. Or our parry went up for the battle we were in against the bunny. How about that? I didn't think our parry would actually go up at all. Alright, so we're going to stop... Oh, actually, let's make our way back to the town overlook, and we'll stop there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it's exciting. I'm trying to pace out the game such that some actual time elapses in here, as it gives me an excuse to practice my spells. Realistically, we could, if it wasn't for some of the timed events, like Igor being captured, rather, needing saving, which would cue the gypsies to occur, we could probably beat this game in, I'd say, like, maybe 2 weeks tops, 2 weeks in game, if you really put your heart into beating the game.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Of course, then you'd have all those stats and what have you, and it's not so much drawing out the game, so much in having it make sense from Galvin's point of view. Like, he does a little bit every day, goes and visits new places. Now we know how to get into the castle. It probably... Well, no, I don't want to ruin too much of anything else. Alright, everyone, so we're going to stop here. Thank you guys for watching. And, well, when we come back, we'll talk to townspeople about Igor. There'll probably be some new stuff to say for us tonight. And then in the next episode, we'll also try to visit the gypsies. I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for watching.